Let me tell you a little bit about what we want to do with you this morning, what we're excited about, what we're motivated about, what we're energized about. It's always exciting to come to Boston. I love Boston. It's a great town. It's actually the city in the United States that reminds me most of San Francisco, and I feel extremely comfortable here, and I always enjoy coming to this great town. We're on the road, and the reason we're on the road and want to meet with all of you is because we want to get some feedback. We're in the process of kind of looking at a transformation within our own company, within our messaging, communications, our product strategy, the very nature of how we run our company. And so we're on the road, and we're talking to our customers all over the world, and what we're looking for is their feedback and their ideas on what it is and what it means for them. And what I'm excited about today, and what I want to do with you today, and what I think is extremely important, is to listen to you. I want to really listen, and listening will be an important part of what we're going to talk about today. But also what I want to do is I want to present to you our vision of the industry, where we think things are going as it relates to us, and get your feedback. I like direct feedback. As you know, I tell people everywhere I go, my email address is CEO@Salesforce, but people also like to get to me on Facebook, at Benioff, or Twitter at Benioff, and I want to get as much feedback from you as I can. And so that's what I'm going to ask for you today. We're going to present over the next probably about 90 minutes to you, and we're looking for that feedback. We want to hear what you think of this direction. Now, this process actually started about 9 months ago. And I had a summer vacation, like I'm sure a lot of people here did, and I was reading a lot of different reports, and you may have heard I was really fascinated with a report that was written by IBM. It's their annual CEO survey, and I always enjoy reading it because it's an aggregation of about 2,000 CEOs and what they think about what's happening in the industry today. And this CEO report said something quite fascinating, and so much so I made a little slide about it. It said, for some time, businesses have been refining and optimizing their networks of suppliers and partners. And for me, well, that was very clear. I understood that. Efficiency, this is what enterprise software was all about for actually quite some time. That's the back office, making things better, easier, cheaper. But now, something just as revolutionary has been happening. And that was the sudden convergence of the cloud, social, mobile spheres, connecting customers, employees, and partners in new ways. And I said, wow, that sounds a lot like us in the presentations we've been giving to customers and the directions we've been taking our company for the last several years. And then I wrote something on that page, and that was become a customer company. Become the customer company. Become an energized customer company. And I kept coming back to it. It was a different thought for us because we like to talk a lot about technology in our industry, and we like to talk a lot about technology at Salesforce.com. And all of a sudden, to me, what it meant was all this technology was not just for technology's sake, but the technology was to help us to connect with our customers in a much deeper, much deeper way. And so I said, okay, how do we become that customer company? How do we become a customer-connected company, a customer-driven company, a customer-obsessed company, a customer-focused company, a customer company? How do you become a customer company? And that was the beginning of this transformation for all of us. And we started to rethink what that meant. Now, at a high level, what it meant was to become a customer company meant to connect with your customers in a whole new way. And this was very exciting for us. Of course, connecting with customers, but also connecting with employees, connecting with partners, and also connecting products. Now, I had just done a lot of really exciting work along those different lines. Whether it was, of course, connecting with customers, that's where we very much started our company. And many of you who are in the room, our customers know that. That's what we use our technology for. We had really given birth to social networks, enterprise social networks, and worked hard to kind of create this whole concept of what is an enterprise social network? What was a customer social network? What was a product social network? How do we bring all of our partners into the social network? And it resulted in an incredible and fascinating piece of work we did with Toyota Motor Company, where Akio Toyoda, the CEO of Toyota, who was going through a tremendous transformation, came to us and said, okay, I believe in this idea. What does it mean for me? And we said, well, you've got a Toyota Corolla, you have a Toyota Tacoma. If there's 5 billion people on social networks, the friends on social networks, if you will, does that mean that the next car is actually called the Toyota Friend? Connected products. And this idea, taking these 4 things together, really validated us and kind of energized us to our next step on our mission. Now, we've been coming to Boston now for 14 years. Salesforce was 14 years old on March 8th. And that idea reinforced our mission in the cloud. We'd been talking about the world is moving from the mainframe to client server to cloud computing. Today, people realize that is the next step. Not the kind of false cloud software, virtualization software, which is just more software and more license fees, but the real cloud. And there's tremendous validation on what is the real cloud. We see it with real vendors today who have changed the industry and shown us that this is the true path forward. And we've been broadly recognized by many of you, our customers, or analysts, and press, and others, as one of the key innovators in this area. We've been very grateful for that, so thank you very much. Now, it's not just about a new technology model for us and a new business model. It never has been. It's also been a new philanthropic model, which is the very idea that we could take when we started our company, 1% of our equity, 1% of our profit, and 1% of all of our employees' time, and put it into a 501c3 public charity. That's also turned into an incredible innovation for us, because we've been able to deliver tremendous value back to the communities that we serve all over the world. And this is a great time, and I just want to thank all the 501c3s. And do we have any 501c3 public charities that we're working with here today? Is there anyone here? Will you just stand up and be recognized? Because I really enjoy recognizing. Thank you very much. The nonprofits and the NGOs, thank you. The nonprofits and the NGOs who we so much enjoy giving back to. It was something I didn't really have the opportunity to do before I started Salesforce, and the ability to give back to tens of thousands of organizations like First and others around the world who have the ability to change things. So, what does this mean? Well, look, we're going through an incredible transformation. We all know that we went through one incredible transformation, started not so far away from here, which was about the terminal and SNE networks and mainframes. That was about thousands of computers. And we've been living through a transformation for the last couple decades about millions of computers. The PC, the LANs, the WANs, the servers. I remember coming to Boston dozens and dozens and dozens of times, because this was all where all the journalists were, for PC Magazine and PC Week and all the great periodicals that were documenting what was happening in the client server industry. So we'd always be coming back to Boston to talk about the client, the LAN, the WAN, the server, the year of the network, blah, blah, blah. And behold, all that happened. But there's always something new in our industry, because our industry is constantly getting lower cost and easier to use. It's a continuum. So you're always looking at what's the next thing. And now we see the promise of billions of computers, different kinds of computers, not just the kind of computers we have all in our pockets today, the phones, but all aspects, our watches, our cameras, our cars, our homes, that every aspect of our life is somehow on the network, and on a wireless network, not a wired network, and in the cloud. Now, this is the third wave of computing, and it's what's so exciting today, and it's a tremendous revolution. Now, it's one of many revolutions. Of course, we've gone from the incredible work of Thomas Watson Jr. to right here at Ken Olsen and DEC and Digital Equipment Corporation in Boston. Everyone remembers the incredible work that was done in the 70s and the mini computers. And we went into the 80s, and client-server computing was birthed very much again right here and around the country. And we moved into the 90s and really the emergence of the cloud. But on the consumer side, with Jeff Bezos and Larry Page and Sergey Brin, with Amazon and Google. And then we saw the real generation, the real opportunity with the late, great Steve Jobs, who said, mobile. And look at what we can do with a mobile device. And behold those billions now of mobile devices, smartphones. And I was just at the World Economic Forum at Davos, and the hottest topic was the unlock $50 Android phones in developing countries. What does that do for that population? It's an incredible capability. And in addition to that, the social revolution. Just had this incredible dinner before I came here on Wednesday night. And I'm part of a group of young CEOs. I don't know why they actually invite me, because I'm going to be 49. I'm the oldest of all the young CEOs. But it's nice to be considered young. And those CEOs, the CEOs of companies like Yahoo and Twitter and LinkedIn and Dropbox and many, many amazing companies. There's about 10 of us that get together, and I just love being in this group because you see that we are in a renaissance. And when I look around that table at dinner on Wednesday night, I said, these are the sculptors, these are the painters, these are the poets, these are the writers who are creating this incredible transformation and change and bringing us into this incredible new world. But this new revolution is not just a technology revolution. It's very much a customer revolution. And the technologies that they are prophets of, the social technologies and the mobile technologies, the big data technologies, the way that they're bringing everybody together in communities and apps and the cloud, and the next level of trust that they're able to articulate that is required in all of their organizations is so fascinating. What that means to all of us and how it's transforming, again, our industry and going all around the world. Well, it is an incredible revolution. And you don't have to go any farther than one of those CEOs. You look at Twitter, and you want to know what's happening in the world, you can check the newspapers. You want it happening right that minute, you can check Twitter. And you can look at 4.5 billion social users in Facebook. And of course, you're probably going to do that, check that on a mobile device. And the incredible thing about that mobile device is it knows exactly where it is. And that mobile device may be a tablet, it may be a phone, or it may be your car. It may be your camera, because it has all the same capability built right into that technology. That's what's so amazing to me. I was just at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. And when you walk around that show, what you see is that everything is becoming a mobile device. You know, sometimes I think my thinking is too constrained. This is my mobile device, but this is not really my mobile device. This is really my dashboard. And it's my dashboard to my mobile devices. And I was walking through the show, and I saw this incredible new camera from Canon as one of our customers, the 6D, and it's a Wi-Fi camera. And I actually bought one of the cameras because I was so impressed with it. It's got an app. Everything's an app now. Everything's software. Every company, every customer is becoming a software company. Every company is an app company. And here's another example with Canon. And here's this camera, and it's in my office right now. And if I hit this button, it takes a picture of the highest, rated DSLR, and I can focus it, and I can change it, and I can set the ratings on it, and I can see that picture, and I can share it on Facebook and on Twitter, and I can contact customer support. I can contact sales. I can join a community of other Canon owners to learn how to create more photos. It's amazing. And it's not just my camera on this phone. I was in my hotel room this morning, and I have HP ePrint on here. And there was an HP printer in my hotel room. And I saw this incredible report from Gartner report on an area that I'm studying. And I'm able to go to HP ePrint and then just print it out right in my hotel room, right from my phone. Or I want to see how where my car is. And I have this great new car, and it's an electric car. And right here, I can see the car, and I can see where it is, and I can scare my wife by honking the horn and this kind of thing. And this is the dashboard of my life. And all these mobile devices, not just this one, are all connected. They're all sharing information. They all know where they are. And we could go on example after example of this mobile revolution. And the data that's coming out of this is so incredible. You've probably seen this amazing G commercial, something that we helped inspired with them through our work with them. The G talking car, KIT. Have you seen it? Talking to the talking train. It talks about the train is delivering huge amounts of data out of it, and they've created an API to the train. And it's an API to the train, it knows where it is, and it's providing all the data and all the location to be able to create a more efficient train, a more energy efficient train, and a more fuel efficient train, and it's all based on big data. It's a big data revolution. All this capability, whether it's customer or product or usage data, whatever it is, you see that turning into the trillions of transactions every day of big data. And we are seeing, by the way, a renaissance in this area, and you're going to see a plethora of next generation big data startups and analytics companies emerge, because the new capabilities, you don't require some dedicated Teradata machine like you used to do big data and analytics. You can do it all in the cloud at an incredibly low cost. And it's incredibly easy to use. And coupling that, everybody's becoming a community. Now, we've been involved in this for a while, inspired by the social networks, that we think about communities. We think about in our employee base, our work groups, people working together, communities inside our company, communities inside our employees. And we look at that communities for partners. And we look at our partners and how partners are coming together. And we see our customers delivering communities, creating partners. And of course, communities creating customers. And communities within communities. And it turns out we all like to join and share and be part of each other's best practices. And it's a huge revolution. And it's a huge revolution based also on identity, where these incredible identity systems are part of this. Log in with Facebook. How many of us have done that? Where we have this transparent, portable identity. It's amazing. And it's coupled by this apps revolution. And it doesn't matter what customer we go to, anywhere in the world, they're becoming a software company. They're becoming a cloud company. It doesn't matter if it's GE or Coca-Cola. It doesn't matter if it's Toyota or Philips. Everyone is becoming a software company. It's awesome. It's completely amazing. It's an apps revolution. And it's all built on the cloud. But it's not just about how we're connecting or why we're connecting or when we're connecting. It gets right down to the fundamental aspect of the connection itself. It gets down to when we are making that connection with that customer, with that partner, with that product, what is the level of trust that we are able to deliver as a vendor to that customer? It's a trust revolution. Because when your toothbrush is connected, and your camera is connected, and your car is connected, the people that you're connecting with, you're going to need another level of trust. It's another level of intimacy, way more than we've ever expected before. Because the network and that connection itself indicates that we are in truly a trust revolution. And that these things coming together, not any one of them, but all of them, social and mobile and big data and community and apps and cloud and trust, that this is the customer revolution. And this changes how we have to think about our businesses, our careers, and the future of what we're doing. And when we meet with our customers, we say, okay, your customers, your employees, your partners are connected. But are they connected to you, your company? You could even have a connected product, but are you really connected to your company? And this is the bridge that we see now forming, that this concept of a connected company is truly happening. And that's what our customers want to know. How do you become a customer company today? So I think we have a short video on that, and I'd like to go ahead and show how you become a customer company.
For decades, the experts have been proclaiming the dawn of a new revolution, a world where customers are no longer at the mercy of corporations, where they don't have to suffer through bad service or broken products, long waits or endless phone trees, and where they have no real voice or no recourse. Until now, it's been a hollow proclamation. Welcome to the world of the ever-connected, always-on, highly opinionated, on-the-move customer. This is a customer who understands they now have power, and they know how to use it. They have expectations, and they have choices if those expectations aren't met. And boy, do they have choices. They also have a voice, and it is loud and far-reaching. To earn their loyalty goes way beyond a loyalty program. You need to earn their trust, because make no mistake, this is a trust revolution. You need to recognize them as more than just numbers or accounts, but as unique human beings with a distinct set of needs. They now expect more than just a product or a service from you. They expect a relationship that is on equal terms. They give, you get, you give, they get. They expect to be at the center of your world, and you, my friends, need to put them there. You need to become a customer company. A customer company is available 24/7, and any place your customers happen to be. A customer company listens first to every customer on every channel. A customer company connects their customers, employees, partners, and products. Customer companies know the conversation never stops. They're grateful for your business and show it. They create communities and respect your identity, privacy, and money. Most importantly, a customer company knows you're the same person no matter how you contact them. They don't just create satisfied customers. They create evangelists. And when you become a customer company, you'll transform everything. You'll accelerate your growth from the inside out by giving your employees an enjoyable way to truly collaborate with each other. You'll close deals faster, together, gaining a real competitive advantage. You'll listen to customers and provide great service everywhere. Your data will always be up to date. Your people will always be at peak performance. You'll get to market first and arrive with confidence because you'll be backed up by real-time insights that let you know you're right. And in the cloud, innovation and scale is something you never have to worry about. That comes standard.